Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15 and I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. We'll be focusing at one selection from each of the main meetings in the afternoon tomorrow, so stand by for those. Just reflecting on how today's selections ran today, a little bit disappointing. We had no winners unfortunately. We had two second places. Our first selection was Quest for Life for Mark Wolford and Jamie Hamilton. Got outpaced coming into the home turn but stayed on strongly, and that's definitely a horse that probably will be winning races in the future, so definitely one to look at again when it runs. Another one that ran well for us was Bengali Boys of Richard Fahey's at Newcastle. Ran pretty well, got a little bit squeezed, had to be switched, ran on well, but then there was another horse coming home a little bit stronger, and in the end our horse could only muster second place. Other horses that we selected were Gundigger over in Ireland at Clonmel, was very disappointing in quite a competitive novice hurdle, really didn't deliver at all, was never travelling. Jack Kennedy was finding it hard work, and in the end that one I believe might even have finished in last place, so that was disappointing there. And then our other selection at Newcastle was a horse called Donjuan, and unfortunately that couldn't make a good start on its handicap debut and finished in round about third or fourth place in the end for Kevin Ryan. So our selections didn't run too great today, but hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow and have a few winners. I actually did have a 25-1 winner today at Wetherby, which I'm really annoyed I didn't tip up. If you want evidence for that and you don't believe me, you can always check it out on my Twitter page at Lucky15. I posted a picture of the bet saying that unfortunately I didn't tip it on my YouTube channel, and that would have been a good one for you guys. I thought it always had a good chance in the race, but I thought maybe at the kind of prices I didn't want to tip it up on the YouTube channel. So sorry about that, but hopefully I can give you some winners tomorrow. And our first selection tomorrow is going to be kicking off at Limerick in a Grade 3 mares race tomorrow. Quite a competitive little race here, so I thought it was quite a good race to watch on paper, but I'm going for a little bit of an outsider here, one that maybe is a little bit overpriced and could be one that could be well punted tomorrow with a few good things going its way. It's called Allighting, currently priced up at 12-1 at the moment, trained by Joseph O'Brien, and Sean Flanagan takes the ride tomorrow in the Jigginstown colours. Joseph O'Brien is a very capable jumps trainer. He's obviously got the likes of Ed Wolfson. He's also got a few other good ones in his stable as well. Now this horse is very interesting. It's a half sister to Don Poli, which is twice the Cheltenham Festival winner. You might remember it won the RSA a couple of years ago, and also as well the Martin Pipe conditional hurdle. So it's got some good relations in its pedigree, this horse Allighting, and it's been running over slightly shorter trips, over kind of 2 miles, 2 miles 3, stepping up in tomorrow to 2 miles 6. I thought that should definitely suit. The pedigree also suggests as well that it should like the step up in trip, and I thought 12-1 tomorrow, where it's been running against some of these rivals and not running too badly, and last time out it was definitely staying on. It could be one that could make the frame, and I'm going to be backing it at 12-1 tomorrow to start us off. So that's going to be the first selection there. We then go to the all-weather at Southwell with another interesting horse called Donjuan Triumphant, currently priced up at around about 10-3 at the moment. Trained by Andrew Bolden, who's got quite a good record at Southwell. He often brings quite a few horses there, and he's got a decent strike rate. The jockey book in tomorrow is Oisin Murphy, so a good positive jockey book in there, in the colours of the King Power Group, who own Leicester City Football Club, so they're serious owners. This horse has got a flat rating of 114 and an all-weather rating of 100, so if it runs anywhere near its flat potential, it should go very well tomorrow. You might remember it won the Heritage Handicap last year at Haydock, so it's got some very good flat form. Also as well, it's American bred, and American breds tend to go very well in the fibre stand at Southwell, and I thought if it showed anywhere near its best tomorrow and showed its class, it was definitely a good price and one to stick in a Lucky 15 tomorrow at 10-3. So that's the second selection there. Third selection's at Haydock in the 350 with a horse called Absolutely Dylan, currently priced at 7-2. Won as an odds-on favourite last time out at 4-9. At Newcastle, beating a horse called PC Dixon, which has subsequently won at Hexham. This horse is trained by Sue Smith, and Danny Cook takes the ride tomorrow. These two go really well together, and they have a very good strike rate when it comes to Haydock as well. And that win at Newcastle was on soft ground. So with all those things going for it, I thought it had a very good chance to add another victory to its career. Our last selection then goes in the 4:30 at Chepstow with a horse I hope I can pronounce right. It's called Brynmawr, I hope that's how you say it. Anyway, it's trained by Colin Tizard, who had a very good Cheltenham Festival with obviously Native River and Kilbrecken Storm winning the Albert Bartlett, so still have been in good form, and he uses the services of Paddy Brennan tomorrow. He often uses him as one of his main jockeys. Now, the last time we saw this horse was at Southwell, where I actually tipped a horse up that day in that race called Rainy Day Dylan of Nilmore Hollands, and it ran a good race that day, finishing in second place, Rainy Day Dylan, and it had some very good form with the likes of Seawall and a few other decent horses. And this horse, Brynmawr, really put in a very good effort that day and suggesting there's plenty more in the tank. It's very lightly raced for an 8-year-old, and I thought tomorrow had a very good chance of running a decent race, and I think it will definitely appreciate this kind of trip tomorrow. It's been running over kind of a longer trip at 3 miles and then 2 miles, and it's kind of a meeting in the middle tomorrow, and I think that's where it should definitely suit. And I thought a 7-2 tomorrow, this was another good one, sticking the Lucky 15. So there are all the tips for tomorrow. If you've got any tips tomorrow or want to leave any comments in the comments box below, please do so. Also as well, check me out on Twitter and Facebook as well. Please subscribe and like the videos. And that's all I've got to say really. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.